So I'm just curious, what are some things that you guys have been digging into that you think a lot of folks have not come around to just yet?
I think we are on the precipice of a financial crisis that might need to be
Whoa.
averted literally in the next 3 weeks. I'm not messing around here, Dan. So if you look at what's actually happened, a lot of people forget that we are in a regime of quantitative tightening. The Fed's balance sheet has shrunk by something like 2.5 trillion from its peak. And at the same time, the reverse repo facility has shrunk from a peak of 2.5 trillion. All of that tightening has come from the reverse repo facility. So where is all the cash left in the system? Well, it's left in bank reserves. Okay, where are bank reserves? They're at something on the order of magnitude of 3.3 trillion. And what should that be as a percentage of GDP? Well, there's no firm number, but it should probably be on the order of magnitude of, call it, 10% at a minimum in order for the system to function. Well, what's coming up in 2 weeks right before we have the Fed meeting? We have September 15th, we have corporate tax payment day. So all of a sudden, we're going to see a massive draining of those reserves across the street, right? Then what happens? If our GDP is, call it, I don't know, what are we, like 33 trillion, something like that, we could drop precipitously low. The last time that happened was September of 2019. And if you'll recall, that's when we had what we affectionately call the Repocalypse, right? Where GC blew out from, call it 2.5% to 6% in one day, totally collapsed the basis trade and caused massive panic. And that led the Fed to implement the standing repo facility. So here we are again, and you're watching Fed funds GC. It's going a little more negative, right? It's now at -5, right? Something like that. 1-year Fed funds GC. It's starting to be a sign of stress in the system. And I think that there is the possibility that Jerome Powell had that in the back of his mind when he stood up at Jackson Hole on Friday, and why he was so dovish.